So, good evening, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another community reading session by the Bibliophile family. So, we are discussing the book Focus on What Matters by Darius Foru. And this week, we will be discussing chapter 17th and 18th. And we have Varnika with us. So, yes, over to you, Varnika.
Yeah, can you see the screen? All right. Okay. Very good morning. We are talking about this book, Focus on What Matters. I've not read all the chapters before 17, but when I was reading 17 and 18, it made me a grip and I followed through the next chapters also. It seems very interesting. So we'll cover two chapters today, letter 17 and 18, and I'll read through it. It's very small, so it won't take much time. Let's complete one chapter and then we can talk and discuss and share whatever we have to about this, what we are learning today. So, chapter 17 says on remembering your true self-worth. That how do हम लोग अपना self worth कैसे judge करते हैं और कैसे करना चाहिए. So here every time there's a large scale marketing event going on around a holiday like Black Friday sale or 4th of July, I use it as an opportunity. When I say it's an author, use it as an opportunity to practice stoicism. While all these companies are trying to persuade us to buy their products, I take the time to strengthen my mind. I learned this from Seneca. He wrote this to Lucilius. Think that nothing deserves admiration except the mind, which being itself great counts nothing else great. सबसे ज़्यादा एडमायरेशन की ज़रूरत हमारे माइंड को है, इसके अलावा और कुछ भी नहीं. So Stoics, there's a group of people should see us now. We frequently confuse our self-worth with our possessions. If I have a valuable watch, it means I am valuable. Of course not. And you can replace watch with any other external thing. Any car, purse, suit, dress, shoes, TV, anything. We use possessions to signal our worth. For a Stoic, that's about as low as you can get. They admired the mind, not one's possessions. It's a very interesting thing which has been said here that we generally uh, judge our self-worth with the job, with the package, with the degree, with the designation, with the kind of family we are associated with the partner we are associated with, which means everything is external, material or the people outside. But as per Stoics, in the Stoicism or the Stoics people, it is they consider it as low as you can get. They always focused on admiring the mind, not the possessions which you have acquired externally. I remember when I bought my first school car back in 2013, I started making some money with our family business. And instead of saving the money or investing the money, I decided to buy a car with V10 diesel engine. It was a VW Touareg that had enough torque to pull a jumbo jet. So यहाँ पे कार की specifications दे रखे हैं. I drove it with pride, and people gave car compliments all the time. Wow, I saw that thing on the top gear. It can pull a 747, right? That's badass. My response, thank you, as if I am the car. जैसे वो मुझे बोल रहे हैं. The truth is that you are not your possessions. When people compliment something we own, we take it very personally. We start identifying ourselves with the object. The Stoics were indifferent to possessions and externals because they realized anything that can be given can be removed also. So, what does that mean for our daily lives? Your self worth depends on the things that can't be removed from you. Even the body is fragile, subject to illness and aging. अगर आपकी body बहुत अच्छी है, you look good, you have built good muscles or anything, then also it can be taken from you one day. So that is not also part of your self-worth. But the mind, that's a different story. As long as it is just functioning, it will not disappoint you. Your mind is there to always help you. So focus more on the mind. Seneca says, let the man who enters our house admire us rather than our furnishings. Now, that doesn't mean we should have an empty house, only say to people, look how smart I am. That's another form of signaling. The Stoics did not need to impress others with their knowledge or lifestyle. They didn't brag about how virtuous they were. From the outside, they seemed totally in tune with society, but internally, they lived like a philosopher. They practiced thrift, but they also didn't treat it like self punishment. It's very important to understand. अगर हम यहाँ पे ये बोल रहे हैं कि we need we should focus more on the mind and uh, not on the material possessions which we have acquired. That doesn't mean that we are living like a monk or we are living in an empty house. Yeah, हम तो बहुत smart हैं हमारे पास. No, you wear good clothes. If you have money, you can wear good clothes. You can buy expensive stuff. You can have a very comfortable life, but don't brag about, or it's more about living with ease outside, comfort with the material possessions, but internally be like a monk, or as it said, be like a philosopher. Life is too short to take it to the extreme. Just remember that you are not your possessions. ना बहुत ज्यादा possessions इकट्ठे करने में अपना टाइम अपनी लाइफ निकालनी है, ना बिल्कुल ऐसा बहुत रो के और दुखी होके अपना जीवन निकालना है. It comes back to the balance. It's very short to take the extreme. Otherwise, if you lose something that you value, you might feel less complete. You will keep searching for new things to make you whole again. This is the true reason for the rat race. We take jobs we hate so we can buy the things we don't need. Does all of this mean we should stay away from buying altogether? Of course not. I always buy supply in bulk when they are on sale. It's a great way to save money. But I don't spend all the day searching for deals. That's how I once ended up wasting 4 hours and more than 400 bucks on workout gear. I didn't use two-thirds of the stuff I bought. That taught me an important lesson. If I need something, I buy that specific thing, but I get on with my day. You do not need to buy anything today to feel good about yourself. You're not missing out on anything. We all know that Black Friday is just another reason that companies use to get into our wallets. Remember that there are other times of the year when things are on sale as well. Spend today on things that make you a better human. So, yeah, this was chapter 17, which majorly focused on not building your self worth to the possessions acquired outside. It could be anything, maybe your achievements also, your qualifications, your degree also. Because ये सब आज आपके साथ है and it is very short lived. Probably it is not permanent. So once it will leave you, then you might feel less of your self worth. So make something which is more, which is not fragile and more stable in your life. Maybe your values, uh, maybe your intelligence or what you have done, uh, what skill sets you have acquired, which is helping other people. Yes, anyone wants to share something onto this?
So yes, there are quite a few points here. Like it's quite relatable. About first about Black Friday sale, and then about drowning ourselves in purchasing things, and maybe relating it right here. He has written about a car, but nowadays we are relating it with iPhones constantly. Every year we have to purchase a new model, irrespective of the functions, and bragging about our new possessions. It's a very common thing, and we know never compare each other based on our minds. कि, okay, she is an intellectual, I should be also like them. It's not like that usually. It's only about the things that we do. And then again, I think it's about the people you're sharing your possessions with. Like, I would like to compliment TBF. Like, here we all are able to compliment each other based on our minds. Like, how do you think? And how intellectual, how mature you are, like that. Not even we don't know that whether we'd have a car or by which phone do we have. Like, we don't know each other's material possessions, but we still value each other. So I think it can be one of the examples. Yeah. And yes, everyone, please share. It's a very beautiful topic, and the chapter has been read by Varnika. Yes, Riti.
Um, when we talk about self-worth, see, the first thing is, like, as it was mentioned here, we are always looking into what we have, all those external material stuff, and we feel that when others appreciate that, we feel we like kind of get on a high. But as it's also been mentioned, we need to value ourselves first before others value us. We need to kind of have feel respect ourselves. We need to feel that we are valuable. If we don't have that feeling within us, how can we expect others to value us? So we need to build that feeling within ourselves. And and also many times we feel that, oh, we don't have what others have, we must try and get. I think we should actually be very realistic when we have our expectations, because not see everything. It's not that if you don't have money you can't do anything. I mean, money does matter, finances do matter. But then there's a saying, cut your coat according to your cloth. So you live within your means, and definitely you'll find that people who are also earning a very modest income, they are happy because they are not comparing themselves to another group. They are within themselves, their food, shelter, clothing, everything is being met. Everybody within the family is happy. So why do you want to compare? The first thing that comes into mind is this comparison. Comparison is a thing that actually makes you drive forward, to get more and more stuff which you're eventually not going to use, like those Black Friday stuff that they're talking about. So it's just that you need to, the first thing is you need to think, do I really need this? I mean, is it going to be useful? Am I going to make use of this particular item? And if you have something with you also, you tend to keep holding it and keeping it, thinking that I will, oh, maybe in another 2 months I might lose weight about 20 inches and I might fit into this. And you've been keeping that for years. So you just need to, uh, take a hard look at yourself and be tough on yourself and say, no, get rid of it. I don't need to keep it. Maybe somebody else can use it better than what I am doing. Right, at least it's coming into use before that object or item becomes worn out and threadbare, or loses its quality. It's always better somebody else uses it. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share.
Thank you, Ridhiji. Interesting.
Shreji.
Mm.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So, thank you very much for this chapter. So, yes, so knowing your self-worth is very important, like me. I will just quote my example that since my childhood, I used to get more many things. So whenever I just appeared, I got very good marks in my matric, in my 10 plus 2. I got my first job and my first attempt. So I was just like I was getting everything. So I just get attached myself with all the things. But in some point of life, I got stuck. So that time I found that why I got stuck. So That's a, at that point I start losing things. So I was just like, "Ki what is happening with me?" So when we start losing thing, or when we keep on acquiring thing and losing thing, then we are able to just realize that what is our true self worth. So when I start losing things, then I realize, then I just thought back that where I'm going. So I then I start reading scriptures and all these books and thing. Then I start realizing ki what is true value, that what we are living for. So it is only our life when we start like finding our own purpose. What is our purpose of life? And then we start aligning our values and our day-to-day routine to that life. So that time first finding your own self-worth and realizing and just aligning our routine, daily lifestyle to that work, it helps a lot. Even I have seen people like I have known two three people, they are just like they are most of dependent on their kids. Suppose they lost their kids, their life is over. They are just like a complete lost. Then I just talk to those people and they says that you are your own life, you are not dependent on anyone. Till the time you are alive, you have everything, you can do anything. So this is how we must realize our true wealth. First of all, find what is our true wealth, realizing it, and living our life, our routine, daily things to that values. And for this, our scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and all these scriptures like Upanishads, Vedas, it helps a lot. And it is the only way to find our true wealth. And once we find it, then we can live it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shreyasan ji. Very, very powerful sharing. Anyone else wants to share something?
Yeah, I would say uh, today's chapter was very reflective and relatable uh, because most of the purchasing what we do is not out of choice, rather it is whether we are into the tactics of the companies what they brag about, and we get influenced. So the real thing is that we need to work on our self-worth. So we need to be mindful to practice like stoicism, that to bring the balance, that what we need we should purchase that, and not just out of we are tempted to whatever is available to us. Yeah, very reflective I have been relating to this chapter, that our identity is with the possessions, not what we are truly. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that's what it said. It's not wrong or bad to buy the stuff or to buy from sale or uh, accumulate certain resources, but it's always important to understand the difference between you and the object, and always that you are not the object. That's the important thing which needs to be understand here. For example, a very small example I'll give. Um, if I'm driving a car and someone, scratches the car, or if my brake or कुछ गिर गया, कुछ टूट गया, we get hurt. We get so angry, or we get so hurt, or we buy because if nobody scratched you, nobody hit your stone on you, nobody tried to do something with you, but with your car, just outside of you. But at that moment, when we are reacting, we and the car are the same. So that is what example to understand that I own the car. I am not the car. So then your reaction also and comes very differently. And similarly, car or kids or anything. So you this is इससे अटैचमेंट कितना ज़्यादा है उस चीज़ से वो भी समझ में आता है। ऑलराइट, let's move to the next chapter on understanding. Yes, the attachment need to learn to let go. If I show the example, there are some people in my circle, or I won't say circle, but I know few people who spend a lot of money buying clothes, buying watches, new phones, everything. And then they come up to me and they say, yeah, they have good money, they hold good money. Money does not stay with them. बहुत खर्च हो रहे हैं, बहुत खर्च हो रहे हैं. And then I point out why every time you have to go to market, you have to buy certain clothes or jeans or shirts but it's after you a lot of clothes. Every time you go out, you buy something. Every time and you are not buying something you want to buy that thing. Red light dividing H&M, there's certain brands you want to buy. Shoes, you have like seven pairs of shoes, but then again once you remember your plan, you want one other shoes. Why do you don't need them? You're just stuffing all this stuff. So this thought process came from like the answer I got is when I was young. When I was young, as I said, our family had a bad financial status. We were not having good money at our home. But now I have gone to job or anything. So that's why I'm spending it a lot. Now I realize it's not a hair cut you know. And I was like that, okay, I understand it's coming from the past. But then at the same time, you're also saying that है money what there's no savings, but it's not the ideal way. So if you will wear the same clothes again, or if you will wear less expensive clothes, how does it make difference for you as a person? So, but that's the one situation is very important to understand. If you have like fixed mindset, people don't understand this thing. Alright, there's one standing behind value called yeah, we read after this yesterday and I find it very interesting because I was very relatable कि हमारी कुछ values है and sometimes in our lives and we come across certain people of social circle में कोई social interaction में who are different, who share different values. Now, at that point of time, do you want to stick to your values or you want to switch on that? Okay, let's say last week I went to a friend's party. It was my idea of establishment and it was a lot of fun. At some point, we were sitting outside the group when one of the people pulled out to join, smoke something, kind of cigarette. I don't mind other people's business, but I don't like those people who are very addictive. They can't get a normal party without using. If they do it live or with others who are in that lifestyle, so be it. It's very problem. I simply left that space because I realized the energy of that group. I could sense they were not about personal growth or positivity, so I actually left. When we decide we are certain certain ideas, we can't just throw out our ideas at the first line of peer pressure or temptation. It's very essential to know, especially youngsters or I would say the people who come to a new place for a job or education. So under the thoughts have no acceptance. You need to be that I be accepted by a certain group or certain people. And when you see that there are people who are different, who hold different values than yours, and at that moment you have to decide that the ideas I hold are they important to me or being accepted or that peer pressure is more important. As Epictetus once said, we must be the same person in every situation. Decide first what type of person you want to be and stick to it. be the same person when you are yourself or the others. If my value is that I don't want to work, smoking is not good for me, then it's not that some people are pushing एक बार try कर लो, शिक्षा होगा, it's not that bad. Because they are doing it for you, they are into that. So don't see any kind of harm or wrong in doing that activity. Mostly in the metropolitan cities comes drinking, smoking, partying, and everything. So at that point of time, you always want to get to what type of person you are. And is it like, okay, चलो बोल दिया एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं, so you are very strong with your values. Like, no, this is no, this is no. This is a different way of living. But if you are very strong, or it has happened with me a lot of times. I have been living now around like 10 years now, and I have come across this situation many times. This is a metropolitan city, and a lot of people come out of this mindset. If you are very strong with your answer and very clear, no, I don't want to go with this. So you also might get a lot of backlashes. You also might not be accepted in the group. You also might ask to leave the group also, because they want some adjusted group and but that is sometimes scary also. But this is the most liberated way of living. कि आपको कुछ बनने के लिए रूल्स नहीं करना बार. You're very clear. This is something I want. This is something I want. You never have to think how to behave in certain situations. How should I behave at work? Just like behave at home or in front of the family. If you live by proper values, you have nothing to hide. I can proud to say that I am a person. I'm same person when I'm with friends, family, employees, most important in my life. This is how I think and how I live. If people think that's too intense or serious, so what? What matters is that you like yourself. Okay. Honestly, if people think you're a certain way, it doesn't matter. हमें वैसे भी मुझे अलग लगता है, हमें वो अजीब लगता है. If the person at the party thinks I'm fun, the feeling is mutual. I don't have the urge like to explain or acquaintance. If I like myself and the more important people in my life, that's all I need. Very personal example. Recently, I was with a group of people. I met them. I was traveling, and initially when we met, so we were talking, and it was initial 1 2 hours was fun, discussing, laughing, eating. But eventually, after some time, then we had conversations and sitting. I realized that these people, have a very different kind of mindset than way I do. Initially, I tried to, be part of that group, to mingle with them, to be with them the way they are, or try to be include myself. But after some time and effort, I realized that this is very different from what as a person I hold the value, and as a person I am. And then there is a choice of me that I want to stay at the place or not to leave. Because sometimes, yes, they are your friends, you want to be included in the group. But I realize that they have a very judgment kind of mindset, and for everyone. And if the more I stay in that group, I also end up started talking the same way, and it was happening. So it was then one point I said that okay, I need to go because I'm not feeling very good here. So and then that will come then this situation might come very often in your life. Sometimes you have families, sometimes you have friends, sometimes you have office colleagues. And now you have to choose because they were able to smoking, they were able to drinking, garbage, chल रहा था वहाँ पे. I have no issues with anyone's lifestyle if anyone wants to do that. But after some point of time, I was getting like, okay, now I want to be here because I think I can be independent, which is better, I think, means more attitude. That does not mean that this is wrong. Where the conversation is okay, so this is true. We have let's call reading group. That is more real. I would be in those kind of conversations and people where I find something not positivity or just laughing and eating, but more self-inquiry. I want to know about myself, more how can I be productive at my work or in my life, which gives me more fear, which makes me more relaxed. I think I want to have those conversations instead of sitting here and passing the judgmental comments towards other people and not getting anything out of it. So that is something I believe these people are fun. I can go, I can hang out, I can we can have parties, we can play and laugh and eat. That's the good group. But when it comes to conversations, I think I can change my life. Alright. Marcus Aurelius also talked about this idea. In his journal, he wrote that he inspired to always be honest and straightforward. If you truly live that way, no one says truly that you are not straightforward or honest person. That anyone who thinks that believes falsehood, the responsibility is all yours. No one can stop you from being honest or straightforward. Simply resolve not to go on living if you are not. It would be contrary to the laws. Who do you want to be? What kind of person would make you proud of yourself? Be that person always. But it is easy to do it also. As Mark said, the responsibility is all yours. No one can stop you from being a certain way. But you need to choose for yourself what kind of person you want to be. But since as I said, when you're living alone, when you're in a lonely place, when you're in a lonely group, there is a strong urge of belongingness. There is a strong urge of being accepted. And during that moment, um, you have to decide that which is more important. And most of the time, we end up making the decisions where we are inclined towards being accepted and to listen to that inner voice. It has happened with me many times that there is a whole conversation going on inside. That okay, so the group I was talking about, they were into drinking, they held me, they asked me to class. It's like I don't enjoy life, to enjoy life. Completely. My answer was I don't really enjoy. I'm high on everything that I'm high on life. I don't need. Then I question that why are you drinking to enjoy? What is not making you feel your environment to be happy that you need to drink? So everyone has a different answer. And eventually I realized that uh, any kind of nasha or any kind of this thing which we आजकल के language call it party is basically it's doing your number your existence. And people are scared of emotions these days. They do not want to face it. But in yoga, in meditation, we learn to process the emotions. कि अगर हम मेडिटेट कर रहे हैं और रोना आ रहा है तो रोते रहो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है it's a way of expressing crying is not a sign of weakness crying is just a sign that your body is cleaning anger is not a sign of weakness it is more what your body is cleaning but that is not that should not harm others if you're angry only shout go in the room shout out chill out किसी को चिल्लाओ you know, अकेले बोलो don't go चिल्लाओ there are certain places where you have to do you can go and your lower voice you can express your anger you can express your fear you can express any other emotion because in Vipassana also they always say that Vipassana की emotion anyway वो आपके अंदर रहेगा जब तक आपको बाहर नहीं आने दोगे आप उसको प्रोसेस नहीं करोगे एक बार को वो करेगा आपकी बॉडी से प्रोसेस होगा it's better you do it consciously because unconsciously it will be done तो you don't know किस moment में कैसे बाहर निकल जाएगा alright yeah but we can have a selfie then we can continue this conversation
You can stop sharing the screen.
yeah one second
Shade sir, would you like to take a selfie for us? Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning. Yes. I request everyone switch on the camera. Yes, Parmila ji, Sanjay ji. Yes, ready everyone? Smile. Done. Thank you.
Anyone would like to share?
Yes. कमल सर
Shweta
आपसे
ji, Kamal ji.
कमल सर आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे आप चार हमें मंत्रमुग्ध कर देते हैं.
Namaste everyone, good morning. Yes, thank you so much, Varnika, for sharing this, and I can totally relate this thing. Being a Punjabi, हमारे जितने भी family functions होते हैं, mostly functions have liquor as well. It's been very long time, मतलब I have set this value in myself that I do not drink. मतलब hard drink तो दूर की बात है, I do not even take the tea. तो दिस हैज बीन इम्बाइब्ड इन एवरीवन इन माय क्लैन कि कमल आया तो मतलब ये तो चाय भी नहीं पिएगा. सो डेफिनेटली यू नीड टू सेट योर वैल्यूज एंड यू नीड टू बी स्टिक ऑन दैट थिंग. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि चल यार एक पैक पीने से क्या हो जाएगा, एक इतनी ठंड हो रही है इतनी सी चाय ले लो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. तो आई फील कि इफ यू सेट द वैल्यूज यू शुड बी स्टिक टू दैट थिंग, एंड इट्स नॉट लाइक यू नीड टू प्रूव समथिंग because you are improving yourself. So yes, we need to set some values, and if you feel that those values are adding value in your life, then you should follow it religiously. Again, not to prove anything, but to improve yourself. तो बहुत बार हुआ है कि फैमिली फंक्शन में, इनफैक्ट मेरी सिस्टर की मैरिज थी जब, तो दैट टाइम ऑल्सो लाइक आज तो सिस्टर की मैरिज है, आज तो थोड़ा सा बनता है. मैंने कहा टेल मी कहाँ लिखा है कि बनता है तो आई टेक. तो मैंने उस दिन में नहीं ली, एंड आई एम सो प्राउड ऑफ दिस थिंग कि आई हैव सेट दिस वैल्यू एंड आई एम फॉलोइंग इट. So it's not just about this thing. So many other things also in your life. You can set values and you have your boundaries. And when you set the boundaries, people should acknowledge that boundary. And once you follow it religiously, people will accept it, no matter what. अभी मुझे किसी को बोलना नहीं पड़ता कि मैं चाय नहीं पीता हूँ. एवरीवन नोस ये तो चाय पिएगा नहीं. तो you have created that thing in your life that people are accepting that thing, people are respecting that thing. That is important. So yeah, this is it. Thank you.
True.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Shweta
Yes,
ji?
Yeah.
yes.
So
मैं,
very
मैं
truly said,
yeah,
Kamal sir. Yes, sir. हाँ शीर सर बोलिए प्लीज.
नहीं, you please go ahead. We would like to listen to you.
हाँ बिल्कुल ऐसे ही होता है. When you set values for yourself, initially people resist, but then they accept you. And sometimes, like for some things, when they don't easily accept you, then what I have observed that those people now slowly they are out of your life. Matlab, not only this drinking habit or tea habit, like if you are not a so-called party animal, तो अगर आपका circle वैसा है, and slowly then they will accept that okay, this person is not like that, like to be waking up till 2 a.m. or so. Then they slowly exclude you from their group, and basically you don't want to enter in such a group. So slowly, like then I what I have observed that it's okay. I mean, it is not easily to accept, like for them also, and not easily, as Varnika already told that um it's हमें भी लगता है कि we should be part of their group, but like without compromising on certain things. So it is not easy for us also. But then we make space for good things in our life when we decide for that, that okay, we can do without their group also, or without that circle also, or without parting with them. Then we make room for other things.
Let me make room for example, for this group or for some other fruitful group. So कुछ चीजें जो जाती हैं वो अच्छे के लिए जाती हैं. And yes, we have to decide that what adds value to our life.
So, Shweta ji, exactly, you said bilkul right that it is difficult because I have observed because I've been staying away from my family for many years, so I've met a different kind of people. uh, Initially, when I came to the new place, obviously this sense of an acceptance is very high in you. But eventually, when ये आपको जब values आप set कर लेते हो, तो that values only gives you strength, and then you feel okay, I better be alone than to be here. And yes, there are a lot of people, जैसे this is TBF is one group, but ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें अगर आप ढूंढने पे आएंगे, that you won't be alone. There are people who are like-minded in the same place where you are staying. When I was started following the Sattvic lifestyle 2 years, 3 years back, getting up at 5 and sleeping at 9:30, आई वाज द ओनली पर्सन इन माय ग्रुप जो कहता था कि 7 बजे के बाद खाना नहीं खाना है, 7:30 तक घर आ जाओ एंड मॉर्निंग। एंड ऑब्वियसली आई हैव लॉस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल ड्यूरिंग दिस जर्नी बिकॉज वो जाते ही 8 बजे के बाद थे बाहर घूमने के लिए, एंड आई वाज लाइक नहीं, मुझे 7:30 घर आना है बिकॉज आई हैव टू स्लीप बाय 9 बिकॉज देन आई विल बी एबल टू गेट अप एट 4:30। But eventually, then I started looking for the places or the people जो कि morning है, morning people who likes to go for walks in parks में। जब हमारा ये meetups नहीं शुरू हुए थे, उससे पहले की बात है। And after some time, actually people also started getting included. जैसे अब वो मुझे बोलते थे डिनर पे चलो, तो आई यूज्ड टू से कि नहीं, ब्रेकफास्ट पे चलते हैं, लेट्स गेट अप एट 9 बजे चलते हैं या 10 बजे चलते हैं। And then I started finding the places in Gurgaon which are morning places, because Gurgaon is famous for nightlife. So you will find a lot of places after 9 o'clock, but in the morning there are very few. Then in that journey, I found that there are very nice places, nice eating restaurants which opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning and in the open area and the parks. And वो जर्नी बहुत अच्छी थी वहां पे लोगों को। फिर देन पीपल स्टार्टेड अप्रिशिएटिंग, इट वाज नॉट अबाउट अप्रिशिएटिंग, इट वाज मोर अबाउट कि मैंने कुछ चूज किया है, आई वांट टू स्टिक टू इट, एंड वो ऑटोमेटिक स्ट्रेंथ भी आ गई। मुझे बुरा नहीं लगता था जब लोगों ने मुझे अपने दे स्टार्ट सर तुम पीती तो हो नहीं, तुम्हें तो जल्दी सोना है, तो तुम क्या करोगी पार्टी में आके। आई यूज्ड टू समटाइम्स आई यूज्ड टू फील बैड कि यार ये क्या लॉजिक है। बट देयर आर फ्यू पीपल देन आई केम अक्रॉस हु, वो भी एक टाइम था कि जब हम 5 लोग बैठे हैं, 4 लोग ड्रिंक कर रहे हैं और मेरे लिए चाय बन के आई थी। आई वाज द ओनली वन कि भाई शी डज नॉट वांट टू हैव एनीथिंग अल्कोहलिक, और कोल्ड ड्रिंक और ये सब जूसेस भी मैं नहीं पीती हूँ, बट ठीक है, आई कैन हैव अ कॉफी और अ टी जस्ट टू गिव देम अ कंपनी। तो वो स्पेशली एक अलग से आई थी। एंड आई रियली एडमायर्ड एंड रिस्पेक्टेड दोज पीपल बिकॉज उन्होंने ये नोटिस करा कि दिस पर्सन इज आउट ऑफ दैट ग्रुप इस चीज में, तो उसके लिए भी कुछ होना चाहिए, उसको ऐसा ना फील हो कि देखो क्या आई एम नॉट मैं शायद कुछ अलग हूँ। So yes, then you start meeting people like this. But अगर आप, हाँ, if you stand by what you have decided for yourself, then automatically you will find people. You'll never be alone. That's the biggest myth ये मैंने जो experience किया है। अभी I was traveling somewhere and like अरे तुम वहाँ क्या करोगी, खराब, मतलब people have a different mindset of enjoyment, that this is the only way to enjoy the life, and if you are not doing it, you are spoiling your years of life। तुमने अपने इतने साल खराब कर दिए, तुम आगे के टाइम भी खराब कर रहे हो because you're not enjoying in certain way। So
Amazing.
I took it too little my mind कि okay, is that person right, या मैंने self doubt में मैं चली गई थी कि okay, is it something but then eventually फिर I tried doing, okay, so sometimes it happens, you get into self doubt and okay, well, ठीक है, let's try their way। But after some time I realized, oh नहीं, this is not my way। मैं कुछ बहुत rigid नहीं हूँ कि यार तुम इतना क्या rigid हो रहे हो, like not rigid, but I tried it, I didn't like it, that's my choice now।
Yeah,
Yeah।
all right, we can open the stage for sharing for others as well.
Hmm.
So, Sanjay ji, Mahesh ji are here, Pramila ji. Mahesh ji, would you like to share?
Yeah, very nice sharing, Varnika ji and everyone. तो मुझे एक किस्सा याद आता है चाइल्डहुड में when I used to buy clothes on Dasharas only actually. Dashara and Diwali's only. And we used to go to the tailors and inquire कि हुआ क्या नहीं भैया, हुआ क्या नहीं कपड़ा सिलाए क्या नहीं. So that used to be very fun and excited actually. So nowadays, I mean, you have the phone and you can do everything online only. So now also I ensure that कि मैं कपड़ा खरीद रहा हूँ तो एक कुछ फेस्टिवल है, ऐसे ही नहीं खरीद रहे हैं हम कपड़े. तो दैट वैल्यू आई एम फॉलोइंग फ्रॉम माई चाइल्डहुड. द सेम इज़ कंटिन्यूइंग एक्चुअली. सो मेरे बच्चों को भी मैं बताता हूँ कि भैया ऐसा होता था पहले. दशहरे में ही हम लोग कपड़े खरीदते थे, दिवाली में ही हम लोग कपड़े खरीदते थे, कभी भी खरीदते नहीं थे. बट द थिंग इज़ दैट अभी क्या हो रहा है कि बहुत कंजम्पशन बढ़ गया है, राइट. कंजम्पशन बहुत बढ़ गया है इंडिया में, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग दिस लास्ट 5 to 10 years. जब भी से ये सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट आए हैं ना, तभी से कंजम्पशन बढ़ गया है. आई कैन सी दैट इन गांव में भी जहाँ पे 1,000 लोग रहते हैं, वहाँ पे भी केक कटिंग हो रहे रोड पे. केक कहाँ से भी मंगा रहे, केक कटिंग हो रहे, बर्थडे सेलिब्रेशंस हो रहे. सो so those things I can see. I mean, I don't I don't blame people actually. The circumstances have changed because the income is also increased, right? Income has also increased. So consumption भी बढ़ गया. So we have to be mindful कि क्या करना है पैसों के साथ. So that's the thing I wanted to share. Thank you everyone. Thank you Varnika.
Very true. Yes, Rithi ji, Mela ji,
And
Aradhana.
hi everyone. I am again driving towards my office. So I just want to say it was a very good summary of both the chapters, and this all we learned in our 5 a.m. challenge. So the acceptance, what you all were talking about, the change in lifestyle, what we follow as a positive lifestyle. So I had also attended Ultimate Health Challenge. In that, I again, I'm sorry, I don't remember the names. So Subha ka jo friend hai, she told they enacted ki she is very stubborn that she will only eat raw vegetables. Party mein bhi jayegi to healthy khayegi. But then other thing was how to get yourself molded in that people and situations which is positive for you. So I follow that, and sometimes I break the rules. I eat what is being cooked and all when we go for party or get-togethers, and that makes everybody happy and myself also happy. The things are limited. I don't eat that much कि मतलब बहुत सारा sweet ले लिया, थोड़ा सा लिया, and everyone is happy. So that way I'm being consistent in my thing. So thank you so much.
Wonderful, Pramila ji. Yashir sir.
Yes. Sorry, I am just speaking again. So just like to finding our true values. So just I want to quote like I'm a person who sleeps early. So once upon a time I went to my in-laws. So we were just newly married and we went there and there was some function. So चूंकि मुझे जल्दी सोने की आदत है तो I just asked my relatives कि भाई where is my bed. So I went and just slept. Then my wife came. Why you came? You came here to sleep? You see, then go away to your home. So I just very humble, politely, I'm just like only please accept it. So so whatever we are, whatever our values, so we need not to like prove anyone. Just accept us every time, humble and polite way, and just just pass that moment with a very simple smile. भाई मैं तो ऐसा ही हूँ बस देख लो. I am very sorry if I always says I am very sorry if I hurt you anyway, but मैं तो ऐसा ही हूँ. बस, and you will keep on moving on ways. So yes, thank you very much. This is from my side.
Yes, Riddhi.
Yeah, what came to my mind now when we were talking about these two letters is, um, like minimalism. That's that word that came to my mind. When we try to buy so many things and we want to acquire a lot of things. So one thing we have done here, like at home, like since quite a few years, we've been doing this. Like if I want to buy something, suppose if I want to buy, okay, let's say two sets of clothes or something like that. The rule is that there's a rule that if you're going to get two dresses or two tops, whatever it is, you have to get rid of two tops which you have with you. So so it never, your shelf will never remain empty, or it will not increase. It will always be like that. So what we used to do was, the day we decide to go shopping, this is when we were in Mumbai. When I was in Mumbai, we used to do this. The day we decide to go shopping, the day before that, we would just look into our cupboards and take out all the stuff that we don't need, we are not going to wear, and everything, pack it in the bags. And the first stop would be to a home, to a special home or old age home, or everything. So we used to see to it that it's all packed and kept. Put it in the boot, go drive there first, give it to them, and then go to the shopping complex, because then you know that you really are giving it off. Because if you don't give it off and you buy the stuff, then you will think, okay, maybe tomorrow I'll do it, tomorrow I might just pack up everything, and that tomorrow is never going to come. So the first thing is, get rid of things which people can use. Actually, they might be very good stuff. It might not be, torn or anything. It will be in good condition, but and people can still use it. So it's all washed, ironed, kept packed, and you give it off. Same to do with a lot of other things also, items and all that which I have. I do it. But one thing which I don't do is books. I just cannot part with books unless, I really feel very generous enough. I will give it off. But otherwise, I usually never part with books. All the other things I can do, but not with books. I'm very, very possessive about books. So yeah, so minimalism is something that I really do follow, and I have stopped buying clothes. I mean, I don't know when is the last time I bought. I do not remember. And people do ask me, "Are you okay? You're going to have go for a party or a wedding or anything? Aren't you wearing? What are you wearing?" I said, "I'll wear my old clothes. I think I've worn my wedding sari about 5 or 6 times. I have worn it throughout, because when I chose my sari, I chose something which didn't have any bling in it, so that I could wear it again. I said, I don't want to wear it and keep it in a suitcase and keep it there. No, I wanted to wear it. So when I did wear it, there were some who attended my wedding. This is many, many years ago. They said, "Hey, that was your wedding sari. I remember that you in that photograph and all that." I said, "Yeah, it is." So I do that. I keep using my old clothes again and again till it really literally wears out. And when my daughter says, I think you should part with it, then I say, okay, fine, I do that. So that's the kind of lifestyle I'm following at the moment. Yeah. Thank you.
Amazing. Yes, Varnika.
Do we have time for sharing? It's already 8.
Yeah, we
Just
can
one,
take 4 5 minutes.
one example just came to my mind. It is like all my personal experiences. It's not only about the drinking, smoking, or stuff, or people who want to flaunt. Recently, I come across a group of people whom I observed when I was sitting with them, that there are certain people who lie a lot. That's a part of their lifestyle, not telling the things as they are. Even if they are not with me, I was sitting there and अच्छा किसी का फोन आया है तो कुछ इधर उधर की बात बोल दी या कोई बैठा है तो and I was just observing because I knew those people and there were few new people in the group and they were just sharing certain facts which were not the facts since I knew it. And once that other person left, and I asked them that why did you lie? What was the need to lie or hide certain things? So they're like, तुम नहीं समझोगे ये, this is how we live. So that made me very uncomfortable. Not because it's like, "Okay, it's not that you did it with me or with someone else, but is it right? Is it like a right way to live? Like, why do you want to hide the facts when there's no? I'm not saying that you have to be honest all the time. That is very idealistic life that you never lie. Sometimes you have to, as per the situations. But I believe that किसी को मतलब is it like a true need or is it harming, बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान है तो ऐसा नहीं, because then it becomes a part of your lifestyle, not disclosing the right facts. So that also, and then, but when I mentioned this thing, I got a very big backlash that why do you have to be idealistic and honest all the time? This is the way we live, and this is the, हमें कुछ नुकसान नहीं है, हमें इससे फायदा ही हो रहा है. I was like, okay, then you go ahead because this is something, and क्योंकि वो मुझे बहुत uncomfortable वो चीज़ feel हुई that this is not something I would go for. I prefer झूठ सब सच बोल मतलब it's always good to present the right facts और बहुत रेयर जरूरत हो तब करना चाहिए. And generally people who lie a lot is not because they say this that हम सामने वाले को hurt नहीं करना चाहते. That is just justification, but more or less it's about protecting yourself, that you feel that oh ऐसा बोलने से कुछ हो सकता है. Yeah, right. That's something I understand now because it starts from your childhood. I was teaching some young students, school ke bachcho ko, and there was this one person, one child I came across who was, in a very small way, he just lied about something, which when I later on cross-checked with his mother, and I was saying कि इसमें झूठ बोलने वाली बात क्या थी? मतलब सच बता देते. So then I asked the kid that why did you not tell me the right fact? So he's like मुझे लगा कि आप डांटोगे, क्वेश्चन करोगे, गुस्सा करोगे. So I was like he was in fourth class and he was just trying to run away from the difficult conversation. और जब यही बच्चा 20-25 साल का हो जाएगा, कितनी उसको आदत पड़ जाएगी इस चीज की. So then I'm not sure what he's doing right now, but me and his mother tried to tell him that always present the facts as they are unless, and ये तुम्हें किसने बोला कि झूठ बोलना है? How do you understand कि झूठ बोलना चाहिए यहाँ पे? You're very young. You should say the things as they are. Yeah, that's the thing I want to share. Thank you.
Amazing. All right, Rohit, would you like to share? We'll just finish in some time.
Yeah, like good morning, everyone. Actually, I resonate with what Rithi ji said. Like, I think we can give away everything, but not the books. Like, the first one, since the way we have bought, I am also very much attached to my books. All my books are plastic covered. Not even one book has any stains or any this thing. I'm very much obsessed to keep it clean, keep it maintained, and every time I buy new books, my mom tell me कि like पुराने बुक है उसको रद्दी में दे देते हैं या कुछ खाली करता है. I said no, we are not moving anything. I'll find space to where to keep it and everything, but books are not going anywhere. So like how she mentioned, I'm so obsessed with my books also, and it's very much careful. So yeah, like that's a different kind of love and the caring we have with the books. Like we can not give away with it easily because we are very much attached to it quite deeply. Yeah.
Very true.
I would like to add here something like my husband is obsessed with matlab, his books the same way as Rohit ji and Riti shared, and with his electronics book. Like he works in electronic field and he has an electronic background. तो electronics की इतनी मोटी मोटी books हैं मेरे पास, and they are like मतलब इतनी सारी मतलब and or the main thing is I cannot use them na. So it is occupying space in my house, and मैं उनको कहती हूँ कि ओके दीज आर लाइक ग्रेजुएशन के टाइम की बुक्स हैं, इनको थोड़ा कम कर दो, no, I may need to repair them someday, or so I have like plenty of electronics books. And once he
Okay.
was planning to bring those books, and he had more books in that, like, in-laws house. So he was planning to bring those books from there. And I should not say this, but then we got to know that termites have. I don't know. I got a sigh of relief that okay, I don't have to bring all those 50, 100 books from there. So
Amazing. And we are talking about like in group and out group and people who resonate with us. So this is how we resonate with lack of book sharing and giving. And another group cannot totally relate to it कि क्या तुम्हें book से इतना obsession क्यों है. So this is how like we find our tribe. Like, and the lastly, I would like to share something about the values. Like in the last line, he has said that who do you want to be, and what type of person would make you proud of yourself? Be that person always. So we can like always revise this in our journal that who actually we want to be, and in every stage of life, I think we have a changed version of this who I want to be. The whole underlying principle is same, but some few things change. Like 10 years ago, I wanted to get a job because I was in college. Now I want to be spiritually uplifted or something. So we have different aims, but we can journal about it, and that will, I think, align us with the groups we want to be there. Uh, so yeah.
And that's very important, Palak, because the moment there is a clarity what we are and what we want to be, as I said, automatically we get that strength to choose to be with it. हमें strong होना नहीं पड़ता कि यार but वो automatic once you get the clarity you feel empowered immediately. That's very important.
All right. So I think we can end our session. Okay.
Thank you.
So, so thank you so much everyone for joining.